WWE 2K just released its Fearless pack for the new DLC, along with the WrestleMania 41 pack, and of course they released WWE 2K25 on the Nintendo Switch 2. It's the first time the WWE games have come back to Nintendo since 2K18. We don't talk about that no more. But since the Switch 2 is out there, we got a whole new system, so time for the game, and let's try it out again. So how do all these things work out? We about to talk about all the things that came to 2K, all the updates and all the updates that came with this DLC. So we're about to go get up into that. But before we even do that, if you guys are new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button, make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that bell to notify you when I put up 2K videos right here on this channel, as we're going to do breakdowns, reactions, and review all 2K and all the content that we have coming out for. Without any further ado, let's jump up into this. So the new 2K Fearless pack is featuring New Jack, Penta, Bull Nakano, Jordan Grace, and KSI inside the Prime bottle. So we're going to just get to things that I liked about it automatically, because that is what I am so shocked about, that this even happened, like to this day right now, even as playing it, still that this happened, that New Jack is in the game. There is not nothing you could have told me before earlier this year that Jerome Young New Jack was ever going to be playable in a WWE game. Well, I was shocked, and guess what? 2K did not disappoint when it came to New Jack, because New Jack has his special interest that comes out when it comes to bringing out the trash can full of weapons. He has a hockey stick, he has a fluorescent light, walks out with a guitar, and a new weapon, the crutch. He comes out with a crutch now, so and he tosses them all in the ring, and as soon as the match starts, all the weapons are scattered around the ring. Now the cool thing about New Jack is this, that as you're playing as New Jack in these Extreme Rules matches, his song will keep on playing throughout the duration of the match, just like how it was back when New Jack was wrestling in ECW. His whole song will be playing throughout the whole match, and no matter how long the match is, it will be playing throughout that matchup. Now, of course, we don't have Natural Born Killers by Ice Cube and Dr. Dre, but we do have the song The Ghetto that was like the New Jack dubbed over song from the WWE. So it's still a decent song. I don't mind the song. It fits New Jack, but I say, of course, we wasn't going to have Natural Born Killers in it anyway. But along with this, New Jack has some unique taunts that come with when he uses his certain weapons, like when he's using the guitar, he plays the guitar, when he's using the hockey stick, also when he's using the crutch. It's really cool to have these unique taunts that they're specified to New Jack. And now, what I'm saying now, I was curious. I was like, so can anybody else have this kind of interest, right? So I went to create an interest, and I realized that if you change the whole template, you can't do it when it's just like the interest. You have to change the whole template, and when you do that, you can have another superstar have the template. And also, now when it comes to just playing the music, that is strictly to New Jack. That's strictly a New Jack thing. But what you can do, if you want to hear another song played throughout the duration of the match, you can go change New Jack's song and assign him another song and have that played throughout the match as well. If it's not an Extreme Rules matchup, New Jack will just come out regular in the matchup. He won't bring out the trash can or anything like that. But if it's an Extreme Rules matchup, New Jack does bring out the whole bit. And I think it was one of the most unique things that they have ever done with a 2K game. Bull Nakano, she's nice to work with. Also, one thing I recognize about Bull Nakano, just like with the Great Khali has his own pickup, Bull Nakano has her own pickup as well in the game. Jordan Grace, we tried out Jordan Grace, the Juggernaut. Glad to see her in the game. And as I was sitting there playing with Jordan Grace, and as I was like, I love the body and everything. It's something about the model though. It reminds me of that, first game model. Like it got to be touched up a little bit. She probably gonna look flawless in 2K26, and at first I thought it was the attire or it was the jacket that was bothering. I was like, but there's something about it that's throwing me off guard. I think that it's because of how the model is looking a little bit, and I think there's a slight though. I could be wrong. You can post that concept below. I could be wrong about that. KSI, I was really trying to stay away from KSI and even use KSI, but I was like, no, fine, we're gonna try KSI out. And the thing is, like, KSI's fine, but they already got the Prime bottle that you can unlock in the island. So it's literally the same thing, and even KSI comes out of that, but then when he gets into the ring, he removes his mask so you can see his face. And the design on his face, like the capture they got on his face, looks really good. But I was like, there's no way I'll be using this. And the only thing I can think of is that just because they're still on last gen systems, that they don't have the island on there, so they can't get the prime bottle. Which I think they will just probably update that and put it in there later on in the game. But then, so it's like, well, if you ain't got the island, you can always have KSI as the prime bottle as well. That's just my thinking of it. I'm just like, still don't work for me. But the one that all we was waiting for was Penta. I was really excited for Penta. Like I said, I am still happy and shocked to the point that he came with the Raw debut, and they was able to put Penta in this game. And Penta, out of all the ones I played, I love the aesthetics that come with New Jack. I love the entrance. I love the music playing during the match. I love having the weapons. I love his different taunts to it. But it ain't like New Jack is a Lucha Libre wrestler or a great mat technician. He's not. Penta, on the other hand, he's the one that got the moves. I was just in the ring playing with Penta, trying out all the different moves and all the different things that I can do with Penta, and Penta is really fun to play with. I haven't probably even scratched the surface or different things that Penta can do. I was seeing other people online using Penta and doing different things. I was trying to do the Cio Mio in the face of somebody when you push them up against the ropes, but I pushed the wrong button when I was doing the chain wrestling. And I was even playing with Penta so much that I even used a super finisher, which is the Penta driver, which is the package pile driver they gave the Penta as a super finisher. So I was like, man, everything about Penta, the presentation, the way he wrestles, just, you know, his whole attire, everything about Penta has been great. And that's going to be one of my favorites I know I want to be using moving forward. But that's not the only thing that we got, because we also got the WrestleMania 41 pack, which, if you have got the Bloodline edition, the WrestleMania 41 pack, we got the WrestleMania night and day arenas. Now we still didn't know what else was going to be part of the pack. Well, what they did was they added Cody Rhodes with his gold skull mask, kind of the Iron Man looking one, from the main event of WrestleMania Night 2. And they gave the Jey Uso Yeet attire from WrestleMania Night 1 opening match, even though I just said main event. Now, I have to say, both these attires are good. The Cody attire looks great. I like the Cody attire. I like the mask on him. And it's a whole different Cody. It's not something that's an added attire to the original Cody Rhodes. This is his own Cody Rhodes thing. Same goes for Jey Uso. I think it's a really cool attire. I think it's better than the attire that he has already preset in the game already. My biggest issue is this. If you're going to promote and promise the WrestleMania main event, I'm automatically thinking we're going to get John Cena attire and Cody attire, and then for WrestleMania Night 2, we're going to get a CM Punk attire, the Roman Reigns attire, and the Seth Rollins attire. But Jey Uso wasn't even in the main event. Now, if you want to go out Royal Rumble turns, he was supposed to be in the main event, sure, but that's just not what it was. But either here or there, you couldn't even get mad when they added this to it, because Aleister Black, the returning Aleister Black, was added as part of the WrestleMania 41 pack. We have not seen Aleister Black in a 2K game since 2K20. And yet he has the same interest, but everything looks up to date. And the model, the new looking model that they got for Aleister Black is like almost flawless. I like the glass eye in there and everything. It's really a good looking thing. So I was like, well, we're going to use Aleister Black and see the moves. And he has some updated moves in here also. That's just not copy and paste from 2K20. So they actually took time to, you know, update Aleister Black, which I loved about it. That to me was like, okay, this make up for all the other stuff a little bit, but I enjoy having that part of it, and just enjoy having Aleister Black back, because I have been impressed with 2K this year when it comes to trying to add more recent superstars that's been in the game. They've been doing this since like 2K22. Since they did that first Mia Yim and Candice LeRae when they add them in there, and just keep it going and going. I appreciate it. We're getting closer and closer every year. Like, I was like, I didn't want to wait till next year to play as Aleister Black, or even like Rusev or JC. Like, I understand that, but you know, it comes with, you can't bring them all back. But having Aleister Black, I think that was a good choice to do. So I'm glad that he's back in the game, and he's very fun to use as well. The other big thing that dropped on Wednesday was that WWE 2K25 comes to the Nintendo Switch 2. Now, I had planned to get my copy of that, but I didn't get a chance to pre-order it, and there has been some things in the household that I had to take care of that I just wasn't able to buy it at the moment. So I had to wait till next paycheck to pick it up, but I was looking and seeing how things look. Now, once again, it ain't going to be the same until you play it yourself, but let me tell you, from what I've seen, these frame rates on W2K25 is running smoothly, 60 frames per second. Also, they've been doing a lot of stress tests by having 8 men in the ring. You can fit up to 8 men, and it's moving smoothly. And that's all for me. on the go. I've been wanting a WWE game again on the go. I used to always collect the SmackDown vs. Raws on my PSP to the point where I never even bought the PS2 version. That may have been stupid of me, but at that time I was just enjoying the PSP version to the point, and I was always on the go. I always loved my handheld. So when I heard about 2K18 came and they fucked it up, when this is on there, everything what I'm looking for so far is been perfect. However, it shows that you cannot upload custom images to the Nintendo Switch version of the game, which sucks. So everything's kind of like bare bones. I was watching Chris Danger also. Everything is like bare bones. You can't upload your custom images to there, and it's probably like a Nintendo rule because Nintendo is a more family friendly type of system, so a lot of kids be playing the Nintendo Switch 2 opposed to the PS5 and the Xbox, so they probably don't want no inappropriate logos up there. I mean, I get it, but it's still a bummer though. But I plan on having a full Nintendo Switch review for WWE 2K25 once I pick up the game within the week. Okay, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. But right now, those been all the updates that I got. There haven't really been too many patch notes that stood out other than some general fixes that make support for the game. A couple of locker codes that came out before the patch. So I just want to talk about the DLC, and I thought that it was really a good DLC pack as it is. So post any comments down below. Who has been your favorite person to use in this DLC pack? And mine's easily is Penta and New Jack. And then when it comes to the WrestleMania 41 pack, it's Aleister Black. So them three, I've been getting the most work out of that also. Make sure you guys hit the like button if you guys enjoyed my video, and hit the subscribe button for more WWE 2K25 news and reactions and anything else related to WWE 2K25 right here on NC Studios. Once again, it's NC the place to be. Children Mercedes, and the Nerd Coalition is out.